Afternoon. Saw some improvement in terms of taking care of the ball. We'd like to not have that interception, like to be clean with the football, but good step right there. The run game, I was excited about seeing where we were going to go with the run game, and it really just came down to third down again. Offensively, defensively, just not acceptable from a coaching standpoint, from a player standpoint, all of us. We all have to take our responsibility on the third down so that we can get more opportunities to run the ball, to throw our actions, to do those things that we really want to do and that we see ourselves heading towards. So we really didn't give us a chance there. I thought, I couldn't ask this group to play harder than they did. There was great effort on the field. Everybody was laying out all the way through the whole time, trying to make the most of this game right there. We come out of the half, get the ball back, and just are really hoping to start that, to really start to get some rhythm, and we really never found it. So, again, just another frustrating day for the whole group, but my message to the team was just really valuing the way that they attacked the work, the way that they gave great effort and did all those things. And we just have a lot to clean up, and the focus this week is going to be third down as a group.
On a lot of those third downs, Dave,
Yeah.
They were throws short of the sticks.
Yeah.
Were those the play calls and the intended targets, or was Bryce taking those throws?
Yeah, they're built in, but the whole thing, again, we have to evaluate, just trying to be able to make sure we're challenging the sticks, to try to, put us in ourselves in situations right there. But some of it was by design, and, there's the plays come off how they will. But in general, we had opportunities on both sides of third down to make plays, and it comes down to making plays. But for sure, as the head coach and responsible for the offense, I have to make sure that I continue to work with our staff to really figure out what those things are that are going to give us a chance to be successful. Well, I got to look at the film. I got to talk to him some more. I think as a group, offensively, defensively, this is a group that's working their tails off to try to get things going, to try to find our style of football. So I can't make any specific comments about any one player particularly. As you can understand, we're all frustrated and we all would like to play better football.
Did you, Dave, ever consider subbing in Andy Dalton for Bryce Young, given the offensive inefficiency?
Bryce is our quarterback. I'd love to see this thing just continue to take the next steps offensively right now.
Will he start next week?
Bryce is our quarterback. We're going to just continue to shore up and fix the things we need to fundamentally from a scheme standpoint, all those things. These are all valuable reps. These are all valuable games. We'll learn a lot from this game, and hopefully we'll take another step this week.
Besides the run game and the turnovers on offense, all the stats are kind of down from last week.
Yeah.
What do you see that's not working and what's not being able to run right now?
Yeah, that's the challenge, right? That's the challenge for us as a staff, is to continue to figure out our guys and put them in the best situations to make plays.
Dave, you mentioned the message to the locker room. How long can that message work until they see it kind of translate to the field?
Regardless of the outcome, it's trusting the process. It's going right back to work. It's watching the film, improving the fundamental things that we can control, and again, just honing in on things that we feel like we can execute. So really, the process won't change. It's got to be that type of focus, intentionality. It requires a lot of discipline to continue to stay with the process that we have in place and how to work and how to go about it. And until I call a perfect game, until anybody plays a perfect game, we have things to work on as a group. And so this is a very accountable group from a staff and player standpoint. So we'll keep, just staying together and working on the issues that we need to address.
You mentioned frustration.
The fans booed your team?
You know what? Honestly, my focus right now is to try to put our players in the best position to execute. And so I just have to keep my focus there. I have to keep my energy with our group, with our guys, and to commend them for the things we did well and to correct the things that we'd like to see improvement on.
You mentioned frustration several times. There was one point on the field where there appears some frustration between Bryce and Andy and Johnson. What did you see there? Did you say anything to that group?
We're all frustrated, and it comes down to execution. Every phase, we're all frustrated. So I think that we're all in the same boat there. We all feel the same way about going back to our work, about fixing the things that are controlling the controllables, But definitely is a frustrating time, and the guys just are staying together. They're talking through stuff, and, emotions and passion runs hard, and especially in this league. So we got to continue to work to improve. It's about the process. Just go right back to work, regardless of the outcomes. We have to just continue to have that discipline to go back to our fundamentals, to fix our basics, to continue to become us, to figure out the things that we have to do to be successful.
His interception looked kind of like a similar play to last week's in New Orleans, was it? And how did the two receivers end up in the same area?
I got to watch the film to see exactly what happened. You know, a lot happens fast. You know, the result wasn't what we wanted, so we'll have more information as we go.
In the play call, was it similar or the same play as New Orleans?
No, it wasn't. But again, same result. So again, something we have to look at and evaluate.
Can you point to any specific improvements that you saw from last week?
I thought the effort was great last week. I thought it was great this week. We challenged the guys. They took the challenge, had a great week of practice. Saw that. Again, talked about the improvement with the ball. We'd love zero. We'd love a donut in terms of, you know, the turnovers there. Saw improvement in the special teams. Johnny had a fantastic punt inside the 5, put him at the 1 yard line. So the coverage units were solid. You know, the return units were solid. So I love that we took a step there. Saw improvement in the run game. But again, you know, I can't say the run game was great. We just didn't give enough opportunities to get back to it. You know, saw the defense play the run better. A couple of plays got out on us, but for the most part, guys were more disciplined about where they're supposed to be, the techniques, and, you know, running and hitting. So really appreciate the response from the guys that way.
Dave, bringing in a new offense, I mean, did you expect growing pains, and how are things now compared to where you thought they were coming out of training camp?
Yeah, I expected us to take time to become us, to figure out the things that we do well. We're still in that process. I don't like to set really expectations. What I just need to do is just continue to gather information, gather this game, gather the next one, look at the film, really just continue to start to fine tune and to hone into the things that we feel like we can execute.
Dave, Ishan Robinson limped off the field.
Yeah.
At the end of the first half. What's the latest on his?
We don't have anything specific right now. We'll have more in the next couple of days.
What about the rest of the injuries? How'd y'all make out?
I think we came out pretty clean. Is there anybody else to note, Bruce? Yeah, it came out pretty clean. The guys played hard. I'm sure there's going to be some normal soreness from playing a physical game. Got to tip my hat to the Chargers for playing the style of football that I would love to get our guys to match that. And they had a great day on third down, which gave them the opportunity to continue to get those runs and those actions called and the different things. So tip of the cap to those guys.
Dave, talk about wanting to kind of up your attempts on the ball on defense this week.
Yeah.
It seemed like that was happening, especially in the first half. Is this more of what you're looking for?
Absolutely. It was a great response from the group, and it all starts off with them being in position. They did a great job of playing their leverage, which gives us a chance to make plays, to make punches on the ball, to be in phase for an interception and those things by just doing our job.
Hey, the play calling, the 22 yards passing in the first half.
Yeah.
Career low for Bryce. Was that his decisions on where he was going to make it so few yards, or was it the play calling, the design of the plays? What was it?
It's all of us. It's all of us that we have to look at and continue to improve.
Do you think the protection is holding up well enough to take better shots downfield?
I got to watch the film, see how it all came up, and I'll have more information for you.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.